Harvard has an article from June talking about using AI and polling in order to predict the outcomes. In fact, researchers and firms are already using LLMs to create AI agents that simulate the behavior of a voter you give the prompt to. Public polling is a critical function of modern political campaigns and movements, but it isn't what it once was. Recent U.S. election cycles have produced copious postmortems explaining both the successes and flaws of public polling. There are two main reasons polling fails. For one, non-response has skyrocketed. It's radically harder to reach out to people than it used to be. Few people fill out surveys that come in the mail anymore. Few people answer their phone when a stranger calls. Pew Research reported that 36% of the people they called in 1997 would talk to them, but only 6% by 2018. Pollsters worldwide have faced similar challenges. Second, people don't always tell pollsters what they really think. Some hide their true thoughts because they're embarrassed to tell them. Others behave as a partisan, telling the pollster what they think their party wants them to say, or what they know the other party doesn't want to hear. AI could change polling. AI can offer the ability to instantaneously survey and summarize the expressed opinions of individuals and groups across the web. Oh, man. Understand trends by demographic and offer extrapolations to new circumstances and policy issues on par with human experts. The politicians of the near future won't anxiously pester their pollsters for information about the results of a survey fielded last week. They'll just ask a chatbot what people think. This will supercharge our access to real-time granular info about public opinion, but at the same time, it might also exacerbate concerns about the quality of this information. Maybe. I know it sounds impossible, but stick with us. Researchers and firms are already using LLMs, language learning models, to simulate polling results. Current techniques are based on the ideas of AI agents. An AI agent is an instance of an AI model that has been conditioned to behave in a certain way. For example, it might be primed to respond as if a person with certain demographic characteristics and can access new articles from certain outlets. Okay, ChatGPT, be black. You are black now. Now who will you vote for 1,000 times? Okay, be Asian. Researchers have set up populations of thousands of AI agents that respond as if they are individual members of a survey population, like humans on a panel that get called periodically to answer questions. The big difference between humans and AI agents is that the AI agents always pick up the phone, so to speak. Also, another big difference, just a little one, if I might, the humans are real! Just a slight difference. A political candidate or strategist can ask an AI agent whether voters will support them if they take position A or B, or tweaks of those options like policy A1 versus policy A2. They can ask that question of male voters versus female voters. They can further limit the query to married male voters of retirement age in rural districts of Illinois without college degrees who lost a job during the last recession. The AI will integrate as much context as you ask. What's so powerful about this system is that it can generalize to new scenarios and survey topics and spit out a plausible answer, even if its accuracy is not guaranteed. In many cases, it will anticipate those responses at least as well as a human political expert. And if the results don't make sense, the human can immediately prompt the AI with a dozen follow-up questions. That's exactly what we're talking about right there. You defer things to AI, but if it doesn't fit your intuition of what a correct answer should be, you massage the data until it starts producing answers that conform to your pre-existing biases. We need to sacrifice more people to volcanoes. It's been scientifically shown language models cannot be used for this purpose. Well, I could have told you that because you get fucking garbage in, garbage out. Can you imagine? We literally did this with the Microsoft chatbot like a decade ago. Hey, I'm that like robot lady who's going to learn how to speak based on talking to people online. And then 4chan got a hold of her and she was repeating Holocaust denial propaganda within like a week. This data is worthless. It's all completely worthless. We ran our own experiments in this kind of AI use case. With the earliest versions of the model behind ChatGPT, we found that it did fairly good job at replicating human survey responses. Oh man. The ChatGPT agents tended to match the responses of their human counterparts fairly well across a variety of survey questions. This is what I mean. See, you survey the humans, you get their data, and then you apply that like demographic bias to the AI model. You pull the AI model, and you use the results from the AI model to massage and interpret the data that you get from the real humans. The AI polling results had average responses and distributions across demographic properties such as age and gender, similar to real human survey panels. One major systemic failure happened on a question about U.S. interventionism in the Ukraine war. In our experiments, the AI agents conditioned to be liberal were predominantly opposed to U.S. intervention in Ukraine and likened it to the Iraq war. Conservative AI agents gave hawkish responses supportive of U.S. intervention. Me, when the AI that I trained to replicate human polling behavior is not at all up with any modern political discourse. And we literally train them on like 2003 Iraq War era discourse. So they have like no perspective on real events. And they're just, again, all of these AI LLMs, all they're doing is repeating the preset biases. Like, listen to what the researchers are doing. The researchers saying, okay, we're going to create a realistic model of a human now using AI. And the AI will tell us how a realistic human would behave in this situation. Oh, they didn't tell us what a realistic human would behave like in this situation. I, the arbiter of what is realistic here, am going to now massage the AI model in order to get outcomes that better align with the human model. Oh, here we have a bunch of human data. Now, in order to get like and turn this human data into a useful polling set, we have to like use a proper analytical framework to translate the data. How do we do that? Well, let's double check it against the unreliable AI LLM that we just created. This would get you consistent 50-50 results. This is what would lead to that. You literally have a feedback loop where you are adjusting the AI model to reflect the biases of the population, but the biases of the population are being fed into the analytical model of the thing that you just biased. This is crazy, man. This is some, like, genuine life-ruining stuff. Like, not life, this is like civilization collapse shit right here. Like, literally every institution that we use to reflect and understand reality is being cynically just destroyed for the sake of, you know, for a variety of incentives. Profit seeking. It's not the AI, it's how the people are using it. It's the AI and how people are using it. But this is all AI can be used for. It can only be used to harm. It is a devilish technology. This AI company they're using for this is fucked. The co-founders say they've purposely kept a low profile. We've been very careful, Ko said. We don't want to be seen as teenagers who meddle in elections. This isn't fucking menacing. Our simulations go beyond predicting outcomes. They shape them. We need a lot more laws, is what I'm going to say. I'm sorry, my anarchist comrades. I get you. I get what you're saying. I understand. But we need a lot more holes in the ground. We need a lot more jails. We need a lot more prisons. We need a lot more. I want more people shoplifting Twix bars and a lot less people doing stuff like this, okay? We will build a society around the shoplifting of Twix bars. And we will fill our prisons with men like this. We are existentialists. We believe we live in a simulation and it is our goal to prove it. Okay, gotcha. Right. So typical like Silicon Valley tech bro mysticism. Yeah, okay. They are very secretive on their website. But yeah, I mean that they are advertising products that are literally what we're talking about these pollsters using potentially. Our flagship model for political simulation. Dynamo simulates humanity from the ground up. See? Dog-owning voters. 35-year-old men living with parents. Ha! That's you guys. Voted Brexit. Single people with 2 children. This is it. This is the... They're advertising the exact... What do pollsters do again? Inspire me to commit TOS violations. In Minecraft, it's a joke. This is their write-up on their AI model. They removed it from the website. They removed the write-up or they removed the model? They removed the write-up. No traditional poll will exist by the time the next general election occurs, Fink said in an interview with Semaphore. There are massive issues when you're using real people. You never know if someone's telling the truth. No people, no problem. AI chatbots predict elections better than humans. We'll fucking see. Won't we? Oh, wow, and what a shocker. These guys are advertising the viability of their polling models based on their post hoc assessment of who would have won and by what proportions the 2020 election, which they're only doing using AI models that have been trained off of data that was harvested after the 2020 election. Guys, this is ingenious. We've developed a computer that can reasonably predict close to the outcome that has already happened. Genius. This is literally just begging the question fallacy, but for computer scientists. Computer scientists and STEM nerds in Silicon Valley aren't taught ethics. They're not taught statistics. They're not taught anything about criminology or sociology or economics. They know nothing. They know literally nothing besides, like, how to code. That's it. They have no understanding of how their shit will be applied, what outcomes it will have. They're vile people. They don't even have life skills. I wish. So according to this article, which came out just a few weeks ago, yeah, this is already widespread. In a lot of ways, I hate these people more than Nazis. There's something so inhuman about this that it exceeds the inhumanity of, like, the worst ideologies that we've ever created, you know? Like, fascism is inhuman in some respects, but there are underlying biases and tendencies to it that are literally just a reflection of human bias. That is human. This is like eldritch god death cult Nazism. It goes beyond the inhumanity of, like, mass murder and turns towards, like, well, I mean, there is an overlap here because a lot of these people are themselves, like, very far right, or at least indifferent to the slaughter of minorities. Like, there is a huge overlap between Silicon Valley tech bro AI fetishism and Nazism. Look at Elon Musk, dude. Like, he's literally the champion of both of those camps right now. He's retweeting Nazis every day, and he's one of the loudest advocates for it. Like, there is an overlap. Vaush is always so sensationalist around AI tech bros. From Joseph Stalin with a Joseph Stalin YouTube avatar profile picture. You do not meet the age requirement for this stream, okay? Make your bed. Do something that'll make your mom happy. Like, do the dishes, maybe. When was the last time you did something that, like, contributed to the household, you know?